Energy has always played a significant role in the development of societies and has proven to be a critical factor for boosting economies. Due to the rapid development of large economies such as China, India, and Japan in East Asia, and increasing energy demands, the worldwide energy pattern has drastically changed to the extent that energy hubs have now moved from the west to the east. The Strait of Hormuz, with a contribution of over 20% of the world's oil supply transit, is considered as one of the most critical choke points in energy transportation. Bandar Jask is located on the coast of the Oman Sea and is situated at a very strategic and geopolitical location for energy transit. Therefore, the massive development plan for Mukran Free Zone has received considerable support from the government. The geopolitical significance of the Mukran Free Zone is its proximity to international waters and being a direct neighbor to Oman, the United Arab Emirates, and Pakistan, and an indirect neighbor to Central Asian countries through Turkmenistan. Bandar Jask is so strategically situated from the Strait of Hormuz that international oil tankers and ship cargoes will not need to pass through the strait for loading and unloading purposes. The development plan in Bandar Jask Energy Free Zone has been provided with several critical projects such as Jask Refinery, natural gas pipeline routed from the 7th Iran natural gas trunk line, IGAT-7, construction of major oil storage and loading terminal, petrochemical plant, power plant, downstream industrial complex, and megaport. For many years, Kharq Island Oil Terminal, located in the Persian Gulf, has been the main station for exporting Iran's crude oil through berthing gigantic oil vessels. The Ministry of Oil is willing to allocate an alternative plant for exporting crude oil in Bandar Jask by devising a large-scale project including crude storage tanks and offloading terminal. The project target is to enhance the availabilities of exporting crude oil, improve the reliabilities of crude oil transit through bypassing the Strait of Hormuz, and minimize the shipping distance from Bandar Jask crude oil terminal to international markets. As a result of constructing the new oil terminal on the Mukran coastal region, the country's oil exporting dependencies on Kharq terminal will be considerably minimized. For this reason, the Ministry of Oil has already started to carry out the Rabi pipeline project to transfer 1.5 million barrels per day of crude oil from Gore to Bandar Jask through a 1,100-kilometer pipeline. In addition to that, an important pipeline project has been approved by the government for exporting natural gas from the 7th Iran natural gas trunk line called IGAT-7 to Oman through inland and subsea pipeline. This pipeline will also be able to fulfill the natural gas requirements of Jask Free Zone. The construction of at least 3 petrochemical plants at Bandar Jask are among the critical projects which have already been approved by the Ministry of Oil. Construction of a large power generation plant to produce more than 2,000 megawatts of power to support various industrial and infrastructural plans of the Mukran area is another major project which has been approved and started so far. The development of Bandar Jask has been one of the main focuses of the execution of Imam Khomeini's order, EIKO, according to orders from Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, the leader of Iran's Islamic Revolution, for the development of the Mukran coastal region. EIKO, as a visionary leader of Mukran Development Plan, has substantially invested to recognize opportunities and devise some strategic and feasible plans such as Jask refinery and downstream complex through Tadbir Energy Development Group. In order to fulfill this critical mission, Tadbir Energy Development Group, as the executing power of Tadbir Economic Development Group, has remarkably interacted with relevant authorities such as the Ministry of Oil, the Ministry of Industry and Mines, the Ministry of Finance, and the Parliament in order to create a synergy for managing Jask refinery and a few more projects. Tadbir Energy has made a lot of contributions along with the government to finalize the frame of Bandar Jask Free Zone with associated plans and has made a tremendous effort to get the plans approved by the authorities. The feasible plans on the Bandar Jask Free Zone paves the way for absorbing investment from world economic players. Parsian Tadbir Refining Development Company, PTRDC, established by Tadbir Energy Development Group for Jask Refinery Project, aims to manage, control and construct the project through absorbing foreign investors and to ensure the project's success in the engineering, procurement and construction phases. As one of the extraordinary achievements, PTRDC has been able to obtain required approvals from the country's main authorities. 10% of crude oil discount from the Ministry of Oil, foreign loan authorization from the Ministry of Finance, achieving sovereign guarantee from the Ministry of Finance, authorization from the Environment Organization for construction of a refinery at Bandar Jask, land acquisition from the government, obtaining main process unit licenses from world-class refinery licenses, and performing basic design and signing the EPC contract with Iranian and Chinese consortium for the refinery are among the achievements of PTRDC so far. The refinery will be designed to receive 300,000 barrels per day of heavy and very heavy crude oil and to produce internationally marketable products such as LPG, naphtha, jet fuel, diesel, vacuum gas oil, fuel oil, sulfur, and petcoke. There are outstanding aspects as to why the refinery has been developed at the proposed location and received considerable support from the government, such as receiving outstanding remarks from the leader of Iran's Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Khamenei, to develop the Mukran coastal region and Bandar Jask as one of the most strategic plans. The free zone, which will provide the refinery with opportunities of zero custom duty and taxes, zero VAT and foreign labor permit to work. Minimum distance to international markets such as China and India, therefore reducing transportation fees. Availability of crude oil from offshore platforms in the Persian Gulf and crude oil potentially supplied from other major oil fields in the Caspian Sea region and Central Asian countries. Easy access to seawater through the refinery seawater intake fulfills all the plant's water demands with minimum investment and construction work. Bandar Jask Free Zone in the Mukran coastal region will be at the center of mega-scale development plans in the near future by absorbing more than $50 billion of investment, which will substantially change the energy transit pattern of the region.